How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Voodoo Firearms, and today we're looking at the new Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Now, I very rarely ever get excited about 380 guns, and this gun I love. I actually love this gun. I think Smith Wesson did a very great job for how small it is, how well it shoots, all the features you get. It just works. It's micro, it's tiny, it's great for concealed carry. So this is the new one. This is the 2.0. Right here, we have the original Bodyguard. Now, this is the Crimson Trace one. But just to go show you the difference here, they're about the same size. This one's a little bit larger. You have the bigger grip, way more comfortable to shoot. You have a striker fire trigger where you have a long double action only. So better trigger, a lot better sights, way better sights. Where these, you just kind of get blacked out little notches. This one, you get the blacked out rear notch, which is a little more prominent, and it has those horizontal lines there to help your eye pick it up. And then you get that high-vis front fiber optic sight. Tritium fiber optic, excuse me. All right, but I just wanted to show you kind of the old one and the new one. And that old one, I've had that gun for 10 years, had no issues with it. The only thing that sucks is it's hard to be accurate. It has very snappy and has a long double action trigger pull, but reliability, no complaints at all about the old one. But this video is about the new one here. So let's talk about carry. If you're looking at this gun, this is going to be for concealed carry. And how does it carry? Great. This thing disappears. It is so small, so light. You could put it in your pocket. I mean, I would still recommend a holster sleeve or something to protect the trigger. But this gun just disappears, and you could carry this anywhere, any type of clothing. There really is no excuse. So if you're carrying a gun every day and you want to be comfortable every day, this is the gun for you right here. I know it's 380, and people say, oh, I'm not going to carry anything smaller than a 9mm. Something's better than nothing, and with the hollow points they have out nowadays, you could get some powerful 380 rounds. So keep that in mind. But size, yeah, it's great. I mean, it's, let's go over some of the specs. It's 5.5 inches long of the overall length. The width, it's 0.88 inch, so just under an inch for slimness. And I mean, you could tell this thing, it's just like a little pea shooter in your hand. It's awesome. Feels very, very good. It's lightweight, 9.8 ounces unloaded, and this is one of the slimmest and lightest micro compacts available, making it great for deep concealment. So different carry positions, like I said, pocket. You could get an inside the waistband holster for this. Outside the waistband holster, I don't think I would see anyone carry it like that, but a pocket holster inside the waistband, a belly band. If you're a female, carry it in your purse, or even for guys, I see a lot of people with those cross body bags now, almost like a fanny pack. Well, it is a fanny pack, but they just wear it over their shoulder instead of their waist. But something like this would fit great in that, you know. But for me, I would keep this right in my front right pocket. That's exactly where I would keep this. And yeah, with a little bit of trigger sleeve to protect the trigger. But carry options are endless. If you can't find a way to comfortably carry this gun, you will not be able to probably find a way to carry any gun. This is as best as it gets right here. From what I've seen anyway. Who knows? Maybe in the future they'll come out with something even greater, but this is hard to beat. I mean, the size and the comfort of it, and it actually shoots surprisingly well for a lightweight 380. So yeah, the ergonomics are on it are nice. So you get this checkering right here. It's a little bit aggressive right here on the back strap and the front strap, but smooth right here, but not too much, not too little, just the perfect amount to kind of bite into the palm of your hand. You do get a nice beaver tail right here, and you could see just how low that slide is to the bore and the frame of the pistol. It's going to help that recoil control. Also on the frame right here, you get a little bit of grip on both sides right there. The slide looks awesome. You got front cut serrations right here on these angles and on the rear. So it just kind of bites, and I think it looks really cool. So the ergonomics are very good on it. And as you can see, I mean, I got my full hand on there. And little 380, this is the 10+1. It does come with 2 magazines. Let me go ahead and dry fire it. So let me show you it's clear. Drop the mag there. Nothing there. No round in the chamber. And that's nice. It feels almost like a standard duty pistol Glock trigger is the best way I could describe it. Let me go ahead and show you the reset. Get that slide all the way forward. Nice reset. A nice trigger squeeze on it. I like it a lot. And let me show you the old one here, just to show you the difference. If you're new to guns, you might not be familiar with what striker fire or a long double action only trigger is. So I'll just kind of explain that actually real quick. So as you can see this one, you can see the hammer back there that hits the firing pin. This one, the firing pin is spring loaded back there. It's kind of how a striker fire works. So you get shorter trigger pulls. So that increases your accuracy when you have a better trigger. So this one, drop the mag. Let me show you it's clear. Clear, clear. So now this one's going to have that very, very long and heavy trigger. You see it's not even smooth. Kind of, it's heavy, and then it gets to like a halfway point, and then it's light, and then you pull it farther, and then it fires. So that's good for a carry gun, I guess, within very close range, but I still want to be comfortable with what I carry and be able to hit the target at 15 yards out. I could do that with this gun. It's very difficult to do that with this gun, and that's basically because of the trigger. And I think the long double action trigger makes it harder to be accurate with the original Bodyguard. Also, the price point on these guns, the newer one is actually less expensive than the Crimson Trace old one. So yeah, I would recommend this gun all day. If you're looking for a 380 for carry, this is the one to get. I mean, it really is. Smith & Wesson, great company, lifetime warranty. They're just really good guns, made in the USA. And a lot of people overlook Smith & Wesson because they want something, I guess, I don't know, a little more unique, a little more special. No one just wants to buy a run-of-the-mill gun, but these guns work great, and they're affordable. And yeah, I like them a lot. I like Smith & Wesson. And this one right here, so this one doesn't have a thumb safety. Now, here, if you come in store, we have both models. The thumb safety one here. Safety's on, safety's off, and it's ambidextrous. So the safety's on both sides. With a gun this small, let's say you're carrying it. Now imagine trying to pop that safety off with the inside of your thumb right here under a stressful situation. It's hard to do. It takes a lot of practice. So that's why I recommend to get a gun. If you're a beginner, don't get a thumb safety. It's just extra steps you have to do and complicates things. The gun will not fire unless you pull that trigger. So as long as you're following, firearm safety rules, muzzle direction, finger off trigger, this is your safety. You don't need this thumb safety. But that's personal preference. I get it. And that's just kind of my thoughts on it. And everyone else has different thoughts. And if you disagree, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know why. All right. Capacity. So right here, as you can see, I'm glad I grabbed this one. This is the 12-round magazine. This is the extended one. This is the 10-round. Usually, the flush fit mags for these small guns make the gun very uncomfortable to hold. But however, the 10-round flush fit, I could still get a full hand on this. Barely, but enough to feel comfortable. Now, if I go ahead and slap the extended one, 12-round, oh yeah, that feels like the M&P Shield. That's very comfortable. So keep that in mind. You do get two mags. This is the flush fit 10-round. And then you get the 12-rounder. Each gun will come with two of them. So let me get this one out of here. I just wanted to show the thumb safety. And that is the nice thing about Smith & Wesson. They do make a lot of different variants of the same gun. They have a Maine compliant, California compliant. We're in Illinois, unfortunately. But so they do offer a lot for people. The sights. Let's talk about the sights. Awesome sights. I absolutely love them. If you could see, I'll try to keep that in focus. That rear U-notch, it has almost like this texture to it, a horizontal striping. And what that does, it just kind of draws your eye to it. Where if you look at like this one has it too, not as aggressive. But this one's harder to see. It's got finer lines where these are a little more spread out. And this one, to me, it just so much easier to pick up with your eye. Now that front sight is a high vis tritium fiber optic. So what that means, it will glow in the daytime brighter. It absorbs the ambient light and kind of amplifies it with the fiber optic tube. And then it has a small ring around that tube of orange tritium. And what that does is that's a radioactive isotope, and that generates its own light. And those will glow for about 10 years before they start dimming out a little bit. But yeah, it's orange. So the orange jumps out a lot. And when I'm holding this, it's just so easy for my eye to pick that up. And I am getting older. I have glasses now. I have astigmatism. My eyes aren't that great anymore. So sights are becoming a huge issue for me. So good sights on it. And what they don't have is, talking about sights, is a red dot cut. But if I had to guess, even though this is a little tiny 380, Smith & Wesson, if they don't make one already as I'm making this video, they probably will start offering one, like a pro or a performance center that has a micro red dot cut. But that's me speculating. So sights, I give them 2 thumbs up. Now, how does it shoot? So if you've shot a little micro gun like this, you know they suck to shoot. They're snappy. It's hard to be accurate. It's just not fun. This is a designed gun for carry in defense. That's what it's designed for. That's the purpose. But that being said, this one does shoot pretty well for being a little 380. If I had to compare it to a gun, I would say it's real similar to the Glock 42, if you ever shot that. It is way better than the Ruger LCP. It's way better than the original Bodyguard. The only thing that's going to shoot better than this in a 380 is going to be like a metal gun, something like your Bursa or a Walther or something that has more weight. And then you're not going to want to carry that anyway. So for a polymer frame striker fire 380, I would say this one is the best by far. The new trigger is nice. It feels good. It feels like I could control this gun no problem, even with a little bit of pop and snap to it. Overall, just a great gun. So let's see, did I cover everything? Let's go over, I guess, pros and cons. So the pros of this gun, it is ultra compact, ultra lightweight. It's reliable. It has a better trigger. It has the improved grip texture. It looks good. I think it's a good looking pistol. You know, aesthetics matter to some people. You get good sights, and Smith & Wesson, very reliable. Capacity, you get 10+1 or the 12+1. That's pretty good for this size. Downside, I would say, I mean, it's a little snappy, but that's anything with 380. And I guess the downside is it is 380. Some people won't carry 380 just because they think it's too small of a round. Well, I mean, a 22 is a small round, and they're very lethal. So this might not have the knockdown power of like a 45, but I mean, this is a small concealed carry 380. So what can you expect? That being said, if you have not got your hands on one of these guns, you have to. Even if you don't plan on getting one, next time you're at the gun store, still check this one out. You will be surprised. I was pleasantly surprised with this gun. I don't want to be this excited about a 380, but I am, and I can't help it, and I like it. So if you're thinking about getting this gun, I would recommend it. It's great for concealed carry. Now, who might not like this is someone new to guns. It's a semi-auto, so the controls are really hard to manipulate just because you don't have a lot of material to grab onto. So if you might struggle with racking the slide, that's something you might struggle with, or dropping the mag or something like that. If anything, you'll probably struggle with the slide if you have arthritis or anything like that, just because you don't got much to grab onto. If that was the case, you could look at the Smith & Wesson Easy pistol. That's specifically designed for a hard to rack slide. All right, but I think I just about covered everything on this gun. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Let me know what you think about this gun or what you carry. Leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to come in store and see any of these guns, we carry them here. We also have them on our website, but stop by. We're in Minooka, Illinois, and this is Voodoo Firearms. Thanks for watching.